Podbags. 9 out of 10 doctors recommend listening to this podcast. The 10th doctor is just a fucking asshole.
Ooh.
There's always one.
There's always one.
There's always one. 9
Just
out of 10.
conform.
Yeah.
Resistance is
God.
futile.
Ridiculous.
You will order the Podbags.
Assimilate. Yeah. Kill John Lennon.
All hail the new pod.
Sweet.
You kids know about Videodrome? No? James Woods? Okay.
James Woods is cool.
No, he's not.
I mean, it'd be cool to hang out with him. And cool that exciting.
James Woods, speaking of asshole.
Hey.
He's the 10th doctor.
Is he?
I don't know.
Dr. James Woods.
I knew it.
What would James Woods do?
James Woods.
How much wood would a James Woods if a James Woods could wood?
James.
Jim? Jim Wood? What would Jim do if Wood Jim?
Hacksaw Jim Juggin.
Oh, that's him with tits.
That's right.
Wow.
It's great.
Hey,
if you don't know who we are, let me introduce us. I'm Dave, and I'm joined by Bram.
Look at my jugs.
That works on an audio medium really well.
I
And
didn't shake him.
Danger.
I boobed boobily down the stairs.
Oh.
You are looking very
Voluptuous.
boobily today.
That's
Boob that out.
That's not the right word. That's not
Doesn't
an
matter.
adjective.
Adjective, verb, noun. Doesn't
Adverb,
matter.
whatever. It's not Mad Libs. That might be fun, though, a podcast of Mad Libs.
We'll have to write that down.
Yeah, you guys could just fill in our blanks for us.
That sounds...
We would just leave out random... Anyways.
Wow.
Perfect.
Fill in the blank.
Dude, nice.
So welcome to this week's episode. We're on lucky number 13.
We are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just talk about a lot of different things. Some random stories that I found this week, and sometimes we digress into other weird things.
More than sometimes.
Yeah, it's pretty heaven.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty consistent.
I think our motto, I think we could bring it up again, our tagline, convoluted but interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah.
There you go.
So I do want to just make a quick note here up front.
Okay.
We are looking for advertisers, so if you are interested in advertising on our podcast, we do have a web address that you can go to to find out more information and even sign up. That is www.podbean.com/podbagsads. And ads is A-D-S.
It is.
Just one D, not
It is.
two.
We
Don't add.
We don't know how to add.
Correct. So, yes. Podbagsads. It actually looks like Podbag Sads.
Sad.
And that's what we'll be if you don't advertise with
Exactly.
us. Please.
Please.
We want to be Podbags Haps.
That's right.
I don't know.
What's the haps?
Those are half-off appetizers, though, is what those are.
haps.
Yeah, haps.
Yeah.
Now we got to do
Which,
a
I
live
mean,
one from...
those would make me happy, too.
Oh,
though.
yeah, that's fine.
So,
Little like, oh man. Anything, deep fried.
Get it.
anything.
That's right.
I'd like a deep-fried Coke and, let's see here.
The whole can.
Yeah.
I can't find the pull tab. It's underneath the breading.
I'm just going to eat that basket you've been deep frying stuff in. I'll just chew on that for a minute.
Just eat the newspaper. It's like going to Long John Silver's. They just toss in all those little like
The Crispies.
No one knows what that
the
stuff
packing
is.
peanuts.
Yeah, the crumblies.
Yeah.
You don't know.
No, but it's
Delicious
true.
is what they are.
Long John Silver's advertise with us.
There you go.
We'd love any advertisers. Here's the thing: is we'll take almost anything. We're happy to help you and for you to help us, and we'll do nearly anything except for extreme things. There was. I mean, this is actually slightly Podbags-esque, but do you remember a few years ago there were pictures and all this crazy stuff on Twitter showing like if you have like an old like lawn mowing company or like a gardening company or whatever, you have like utility company vehicles, but then you have to get rid of those and you can sell those off and they go wherever. And there were pictures popping up on Twitter of like Dave's gardening company, and it has a 50 caliber machine gun in the back, and the Taliban is driving around in it. And then it has their phone number still on it, so then you're like, you call them like, hello, and you're like,
So they
or
took
it's
the
ISIS.
truck
I'm sorry.
and the phone number?
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, somehow they commandeered it. It's amazing.
They just took over the guy's life, but yet it's in the Middle East now.
That's rough.
So we won't advertise like that.
No.
No. Unless you pay us.
Unless you want us to.
We don't condone violence.
That's our platinum tier.
What we do condone is pickup trucks with machine guns in the back. If you are shooting those machine guns at not people, if you're just being safe with the machine gun, we'll love to.
Twisted Metal was rad. I'm not gonna. I'll fight you. Yeah. It's fine.
Yeah. No, totally. Other than that, though, we'll take pretty much pretty much anything. I mean, I'll say not like Viagra or something, but like, why not?
I'll do it. It's fine.
We'll test. Yeah, we'll test it on the podcast.
I'll say it's fine. It's fine.
So, anyways, yeah, there we go. There was our begging part of the show. We might beg later for other things, but
I was gonna say, if anybody listening right now, we have a nice viewership. You aren't viewing us; you're listening to us. A listenership. You know what the best ship is, though? Friendship. Wow.
Nice.
Wow.
There you go.
Beautiful.
The more you know.
There's wonderful.
There's your Podbag service announcement.
There it is.
Not to reveal the behind the scenes, but that too is, if you'd like to help us out, if you have cool ideas for whatever, we are working on a Patreon right now. Little undercover. We're working
Oops, I did your tagline. I'm sorry. I guessed.
Podbags. Welcome to Podbags.
How the hell do you spell that? Oh yeah,
it's just like the live captioning
There's
where they
like
just
an
write
O
like
and a
fish.
U and an N
I
and
thought
an
maybe
H.
I was thinking like just in stars, nothing.
Yeah,
Just no.
just like in stars :O. So just like a face going
Colano.
Yeah,
that's
like
who just sponsored us.
Well, it's Conan O'Brien's brother,
Colano.
Brian.
Colin O'Brien.
I smell like shit. No, I don't know.
That was great.
But we have cool stuff in the works. So
yes, we have some good ideas, and we just need a little more time even to do them. That's the main thing.
Yes. But thank you so much for listening, the people who are listening right now.
We appreciate all
and
of
regular
you.
downloading. The numbers look good. Yeah, like not to turn you guys into numbers. I know you're more than number. Hey. You're more than that's a Drake reference from 25 years ago.
Well, that's why they need to like email us and stuff. Make your face known to us.
Oh yeah.
Send us a picture of your face like you are a middle-aged man on Facebook. Take a shot
from the downward angle.
I kind of feel seen right now.
The up nose shot.
But you have a beard, so it blocks it. You can't take a real middle-aged man one. We can't see those chins.
That's
right.
fair.
If I do mine,
that's why I have it.
It's a chin guard.
Nice.
It's a good idea.
Mine's just to make me look more like a caricature of a Satan.
A Satan.
Yeah.
Not just,
No, it's just
So, like, beards are like the makeup for men, right?
Yeah.
That sounds right.
100%.
That seems right.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
I
the
even
only
have
problem.
some like above my eyes, so you can like tell what expressions I'm making.
Yeah, it's true.
It's wild.
Your eye beards?
Yeah. Yes.
They're kind of like
what I just said.
mustaches.
Ooh, eye stash.
I got like the little Prince ones on my eyes. They're like really really thin too to keep the stuff out of my eyes. I don't know. I'm a trendsetter. Because Prince had the really. It's fine.
Yeah,
right,
It's
right.
it's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah. Well,
I'm sorry.
Are you good? Are we ready to move on? I have a question for you guys.
I love questions.
All right. Would you rather be able to control animals, but not humans, with your mind, or control electronics with your mind?
Ooh.
And I kind of think I know your answer already.
But it's
Danger.
actually tough. No. Go ahead. Yeah.
I was gonna say I already have a strange thing with electricity, like right now. So it's like I could probably cultivate that into something with some time. But who better to give me more time than if I have a bunch of little animals doing my work?
As I say, that's the thing. You could do the animals thing because you already have the electronics thing. Now you have both.
Now I can hone it.
It's tough because I feel like in the world we live in right now, control of electronics would be highly valuable.
Oh, so good.
But like, what if a solar flare hits soon here? Very
EMP.
reasonable. EMP, you're in a place that doesn't have electronics, but there's animals everywhere. That's a tough thing is like animals are less directly usable / valuable, but they're everywhere and so varied. But technology is pretty straightforward. But it's tough. I think I'd still pick electronics because of where we live.
It's like almost like, Aquaman or like Neo or
Yeah,
Agent Smith. That's really what the choice is.
I was picturing Magneto in that cool cell they had with all acrylics to keep him away. Yeah.
It's like that's kind of what it is.
Because almost any other cell prison situation, you can just you can walk out of because it's all computerized. Everything.
No, exactly.
All of that stuff.
No, it's true. Yeah, that actually is weird. Where it's like, yeah, how did they lock him in that? That's a great question. Because if it's electronic lock, electronics just made of metal.
It had to be a mechanical one, right?
But if it was mechanical...
No, it unlocked when they walked up. They walked up and it was like...
I don't remember,
That
is a fantastic question. Yeah, but even if it was mechanical, what are those parts made out of?
Maybe it's non-magnetic. Because isn't that the whole point of Magneto?
That's true.
Yeah, non-ferrous.
Yeah. It could be like aluminum or something like that.
Aluminium.
Aluminium for the British.
For
our British listeners.
Now we love you guys.
We love all of you.
I'm sorry again, Zach.
No. Marmite on toast, not bad.
I like how Zach is just he is
the English guy.
Yeah, he represents all of British people for us.
There's a Satan and the English.
No, there's just Zach.
Yeah, Zach.
When we say
English.
Zach, we're talking about British English. It's just that, they're all collectively just Zach.
Well, Ruz, he
or
knows.
Or would it be Zadak?
He knows that I'm wild.
Zadak.
Russ knows I'm weird. He knew that going. I've got it going for a couple years now. But Zach, he's new. He's new. He doesn't know what the hell's going on.
Right. So you were what were you deciding? Animals.
Yeah, animals.
You want to add to your already
repertoire.
Okay. And you
said electronics.
Yeah. See, I think I am kind of going towards animals.
I think it is more useful overall.
Yeah.
But in the world we live in, control of electronics so valuable.
But it's
overall,
a super valid point. Yeah.
But overall, animals would be so good.
Right.
Everywhere, anywhere on the planet, there's animals.
Oh yeah.
Well,
those crazy small ones in the air and stuff.
Right. And I don't have good survival skills, so if I could have animals help me with that.
Dude, yeah.
There goes your zombie survival rate. Right through the roof.
I'd be like, go get me some food and water because I'm not good at do this.
Dude, movie Pocahontas versus zombies.
I don't know what
that
to
changes
do with
colors of the wind completely.
Yes,
that's a whole different
Shades of
song
red.
suddenly. Yeah.
Shades of red.
Wow.
Dude. Sick.
I would watch that, yeah.
That might be kind of cool.
Or they should make colonial zombies. Or something like that.
Like
they always do zombies
English
modern
ghost.
day.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, they should do I guess Army of Darkness stuff, but
oh yeah. God,
whatever.
That was good.
Oh, fantastic. Well, I'm ready to move on. No, I don't know.
All right.
Thank you, advertising. No.
Well, let's start here then, shall we?
Okay.
We're going to start with this is a world record one. I know, I like these. We've done these a number of times. This is again kind of an interesting. I don't know. There seems to be world records for everything. I didn't even know this was a thing, but obviously still impressive because it's a world record, right? So, a pair of British bodybuilders broke a Guinness World Record, and they teamed up. Apparently, you can deadlift as a team.
Cool.
And they deadlifted 997.5 pounds.
Which, it is a ton, but it's weird.
No, it's half a ton.
But it is weird because, it is a lot of weight, but also, Eddie Hall's also English, and he did that by himself.
I know.
Actually, he did 1,000.
Yeah, wasn't it close to 1,500 though? Are they getting close to? They're not getting up there yet.
Oh, that's that's a comically huge amount. I don't think anybody's crossed over 1,100 yet, but I think his was
still big though.
Why wouldn't they just invite him to be the second guy then?
Right. That's what I mean. That's what's weird about that.
That's a tough thing too. Is height wise, deadlifting is already deadlifting for me is easier because I'm tall. I'm 6'2", 6'3", whatever. I'm tall, so it's way easier. But then other people do, and it's a different range of motion. So then it's not only do you have to both be strong, you have to both be vaguely a similar height. Because if you're trying to both lift.
What's our alignment here? Are you guys facing each other? Are you guys side by side?
They are side by side.
Side by
You
side.
have to be side by side.
It is. It's a very.
I mean, there's
I know
something
what you
to be
mean.
said for I'm going to use it as this thing, but you can't really see.
It's a mic stand,
and then one
right, facing each other.
It could work.
Like a weird.
No, that's not how deadlift works.
What do you? I don't
deadlift?
know anything about muscles.
It's unfortunate this was just an audio medium because I can't explain it. But here's what I can do: I can make an ass of myself showing you in person, and everybody can guess what it looks like.
All right,
Actually,
I'm gonna paint
hang on.
you.
No, wait. I'm going to video this.
Oh, that's a good idea.
This
actually,
is fantastic.
This will be bonus content. Here we go.
Bonus content. Bonus content.
Yep. This is our bonus content music. There you go, ladies and
all
gentlemen.
right, can you see me, ladies and gentlemen? Check this out. This is how you deadlift. You tuck, bend, knees slightly bent, then come down and bend. You grab the bar like this. So there's no way you could do it from the opposite side because you're
Because you'd be kissing each other.
Yes, you pull up, lock your shoulders back, then you pull up, drag it up your legs, and then pull back like this. So there's no way that they could be facing different directions.
Because I just thought.
Oh, it's about to get better. Yeah, get
Yep.
over here.
No, because I thought it. Okay, you got that, and I'm over
no.
here.
Yeah, but then how are you gonna? But then you're pulling back at a different angle. Because I'm pulling back.
Oh,
That's how you deadlift. You pull back.
Okay. It's a pelvic thrust.
Woo! I'm sure people would love that.
Well, you're
That
all
is
welcome.
the
Did the link dump from the thing earlier work? From the last episode? Did we do that? Did that work? I know it's so random.
What's that?
Remember last episode we linked some stuff. Did it work?
Yeah,
In the show
I'll make
notes.
sure. I'll make sure.
Yeah, in the show notes.
I'll make sure. Yeah. Because
answer.
yeah,
We're
I'm
professionals,
pretty
ladies
sure
and
I did
gentlemen.
not do that, and I definitely should have.
Don't try
No, I
this
thought you
this
did. I
fall.
thought we were all sitting here and you did it. Yeah, we
See,
did.
Okay.
Maybe.
You did the city thing, though. That worked perfectly. The city name that we dropped in.
That was effective.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we can just put that in a little link, whatever thing. Or maybe we could put that on Instagram.
We could put it on show notes if you want. Yeah, but both even.
And be like, you have to go on Instagram to see
We could
this.
put it on Instagram and then put the link to Instagram
show
in
notes.
the show notes.
Wow.
Just idea.
Look at that,
after
people. You are
idea.
listening to us innovate in real time.
Whoa.
Well,
Steve Jobs, eat
this
your
is
heart
recorded
out.
for you, so I guess it's not in real time. But still, that still makes sense.
Time's still real.
Yes.
But,
Is it?
Real stupid.
oh, nice. But that's my point is like, yeah, it's really weird. Well, plus even just you doing it facing me like that, like our height difference, you see how like difficult that would be
Oh,
to lift
yeah.
it correctly.
Yeah.
Right.
Because you would have to lift past your arms because I'm trying to lift back and get a full extension.
Yeah.
And it would be longer than your arms.
Yep.
Okay.
It's not going to work.
Let's continue on the details here. So we have
All
this
right.
married couple, Sam Taylor and Sue Taylor Franklin. They previously broke the world record for fastest 20-meter A320 aircraft pull by a team of 2 female. It's in parentheses. And they were going to follow up that feat by doing the heaviest deadlift by a team of 2 female.
All right.
And then they had to cancel their plans because, oh jeez, they used the last name where I'm like, they're married. Does that make any sense?
No.
Like they both have the same last name, but I
Yeah.
get what they're saying because one is hyphenated. So anyways, one of them suffered a knee injury, and so they had a friend of theirs step in to do this. And this was at the UK Strongest Woman event. So that does help a little bit that it is women instead of men. There is a difference in lifting power there.
Yeah.
Eddie Hall is like 6'4" and like he was like 350 pounds when he did it. So yes, there's a huge difference,
Right.
literally.
And so here we go. The duo needed to break a record of 641 pounds.
Oh, okay.
And obviously, yeah, their first try, they did 997 and a half. So,
I'd say they did it.
yeah, they
nailed it.
destroyed that record.
A little bit.
So this also, they mentioned in the article, and that is true, it coincides with Pride Month. So there we go, for that. I mean, we try to stay away from politics, but hey, sometimes
There's
it
nothing
just
political
leaks
about
in.
being gay.
Yeah. You're
Just
exactly
wanna
correct.
kiss
You would think not, right?
It's not. You
And
just
yet here we are.
if you're a boy and you want to kiss boys, kiss them. You're a girl, you want to kiss girls, do it. Ask first.
Consensual's nice. Consensual's
Yeah,
nice.
that's something we can all
something
agree on.
in
That's-
writing. If it's always nice. But yeah, that none of that has to do with policy.
Right.
No. Here's all I'll say: non-consensual. Now it's political.
Oh,
Consensual. We're having a.
litigation. Sure, I don't know
Well,
about
no, I mean-
political.
In a way where it's like we shouldn't. Everybody should. Yeah, but yeah, kiss who you love.
Just do it. Just dude, that you know what? Don't make it weird. It's not weird till you make it weird. Don't make it weird.
I'll make it weird.
That should be our tagline. Don't make it, or what is it? It's not
We're
weird
finna
until we make it weird.
We about to make it weird.
So
right.
Double, they might be L's, but they're not taking L's, kids. You know what I'm saying? They might be lesbians, but they're not taking L's. They're winning. That is a lot of weight.
That's actually pretty good. That's
No matter what, no matter who you are, because that's like 500 pounds each.
Yeah, I don't want to do
that's
that.
Still,
That's a good deadlift. Yeah, that's very good.
Yeah.
Because to be fair, like if you're a pretty seasoned like power lifter, like you could probably do. Well, you'd have to be a bigger, dude, but you could do the 6 whatever
641.
on your own. But like you'd have to be pretty seasoned and comfortable.
No, sometimes I try to take cat food downstairs, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I get it.
Those 10-pound bags.
Yeah, hey, it's about distribution. Okay, you got to make sure you don't hold it
that
all the
little-
way out in front of you
It's that little red Solo cup of
and sprint
one
down
scoop
the stairs,
of food.
shaking. It's going everywhere.
It's like Hansel and Gretel. Just can't.
Right.
Yeah,
I was gonna say airport peanuts. So just
one kernel at a time.
Where did danger go? Just follow the cat food.
Oh, it's like opening a bag of Skittles. It's like,
oh yeah.
oh man, oh,
Darn.
cats can eat off the floor.
They can.
They love
True.
it. They're scavenging.
They don't see
They
the cat.
found it. Look.
All right, we're going to move on. This is funny. We were kind of talking about this earlier, and I kind of had to smirk when we did this. This was pre-pod.
Nice. Before the bag.
Yeah, before the bag. But this is very pertinent to what
gooch.
we were talking about earlier. So,
Do I have to bleep that? I don't think I do.
no, that's behind the bag, right?
It's behind my bag.
Behind
Right.
the bag. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it
Did we say-
qualifies.
Yeah.
Behind the bag, in front of the hole.
Gooch time.
685 people dressed.
Let's tap my watch.
685 people dressed as Spider-Man.
Nice.
And they gathered at a Malaysian mall.
Cool.
So yeah, we have obviously numerous versions of this.
Spider-Man.
Yes, Spider-Men,
Spider people.
Spider-Women, Spider-People, Spider-Spiders, Spider-Verses.
I'll say because there's Spider Pig. There's all kinds of stuff.
Yeah,
There's Spider everything.
Oh yeah.
It just didn't matter, right? So,
It's the Spider-Verse.
right. So Sony Pictures Malaysia and Aeon saw 685 people show up to their shopping center in Bukit Tinggi. While dressed in costumes, various versions, of course, of Spider-Man. I think
Sure.
most of them
All
are
your
represented,
favorite.
which is
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
cool. And of course, we are kind of doing the record. The Guinness World Records, of course, was there too. I don't know why. It seems like people. I don't know. Maybe I'm just digging more into this, but it does seem like people are trying to break records more than they used to. I don't know if it's
No,
like a
totally.
phase that we're in right now.
Gotta get your name in that book.
Yeah.
Even though people don't read.
They do not. Gotta get your picture in that
So,
book.
Yeah, really.
They were there to verify the count and ensure that each participant spent at least 5 minutes in the designated area.
Oh,
Can you imagine what
Okay.
it's like to corral 685 Spider-Men, women,
no.
people,
Just climbing
Spider
around.
folks.
spider folks?
No, I don't. Yeah, that's rough.
Man. But they did it.
Yeah, which I think is pretty cool. I mean,
No, it's awesome. I love Spider-Man, so I get it.
That's
The
what I
new
say. You were
movie,
talking about the new movie. That's
It's
how we got on that.
fantastic. I recommend it to everybody. It was lovely. Everything was
thumbs up.
wonderful about it. The only problem I had is one that I've already discussed with other people is it's either audio mixing or just theater problems now. Audio in theater is so terrible now.
Really?
It's gotten worse and worse. It was so quiet in the theater that we watched at. We could talk as loud as we're talking right now, and I was like 20% louder than it. And I was like, honestly, it should be rumbling everything.
Yeah,
I
it's
would
like
much
to
rather the
shake
movie
your
be-
ass.
And then mixing wise, there was weird stuff too, where it's like there would be explosions, be like, "Hey man, what are you?" And I'd be like, "What is happening?" It was so weird. A lot of the diegetic stuff was mixed really quiet.
Somebody threw one of those little pop-it things at the floor.
In real life, it would have been louder. They could have thrown one of those. You'd be like, "Oh."
Maybe
It's so
I don't know.
odd.
Maybe one of their speakers or something like their center
No, because I
channel
had the
was
same
blown
problem in
diff-
the town we're in right now, which is a different town than where I saw it.
Right.
I had a similar issue. We watched Evil Dead,
out.
the new Evil Dead, in a similar. It really is just. This is not our music podcast. We're coming out with a soon. We're working on.
Yeah.
As a Danger and I both do mix engineering stuff like that. music mixes are getting too blown out and way too loud and annoying and less dynamic range. Movies are too dynamic now.
Yep.
It's like the panning is so crazy and they're too dynamic where it's like you can't. People be, and you're like, what? They make it realistic, like they're actually 10 feet away from you talking. You're like, I can't.
Then you max your volume, and then all of a sudden
an explosion just blows your speakers all out of the. You have studs in the wall, and it rips them out. 'Cause it's like the subwoofer just shoots out of the wall of your house, and you're like,
part of that. It's immersive audio, is what it is.
or it's like, I don't watch a movie because
when things explode, they actually explode.
I don't
right
think
out of your wall.
I don't think a movie is real life. So stop mixing it like it's supposed to be
it's
real.
fair.
I
It's
don't care. It's supposed to be an idealized version of it. It's stupid. But anyway, I digress. Spider-Man, Spider People, Spider Women,
Spider folk,
Spider folks.
Spider Pig.
Spider folk. At
Goes
the mall. That's not a joke.
That's good.
Whoa.
Yeah.
This guy's good. No, he's great. I love it. Well, it's great to hear.
Yeah. That was it. Obviously, I mean, there's not a lot to really expand
There's
on.
a lot
No, but it's just
a lot of spider people.
Yeah,
A
because
lot.
they get there's a really diverse collection of records, like
Right.
very specific stuff. As apparently,
Yes.
well, that's
And
cool,
very
man.
specific rules.
Oh yeah,
5 minutes in the area, or
you don't cut it.
that's how it goes, man. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah,
All right.
that's how the spider web crumbles. What?
Charlotte's Web? Something.
Yeah. Oh, Wilbur and shit. Yeah, that pig was dope. Memes. Anyhow,
All right. How's your spelling?
Is this related to Charlotte's Web?
like, can I read?
Can you spell?
I don't think that you can ask me that legally.
Can you spell?
You know that the
Can I
alphabet.
spell what?
The alphabet's just pictures.
WHAT.
Then yes.
So, U.S. National Spelling Bee.
USNAT.
We don't have time for that.
Can you use it in a
Thank
sentence?
goodness. Oh.
Can you use it in
It's
a...
like old time texting where you got to push the button to get the different
Tina.
letters. It's like, hang on,
man.
RQ. I don't know. I lost it.
Yeah, but you had
Anyways.
one button that did OPER. That was cool.
Oh.
It doesn't actually work that way.
It'd be like it's like Wheel of Fortune rules where like one button is RSTLNE.
R.L. Stein.
Yeah, and then you'll
nice.
have one that's like CDMA.
That's like a
Because that was like the
That's like a stenographer's computer.
Oh, yeah.
They have
Right.
like weird ass controls
They're so wild.
because they just have to go super fast.
right.
Yeah, wow.
Bananas. Anyway, spell me.
U.S. National Spelling Bee. Can you use it in a sentence, or actually even better, could you use it in a podcast segment?
The obscure 11-letter word which secured teenagers' U.S. National Spelling Bee contest win.
What was the word?
Was it Podbags? Did I mention I can't count?
That
either?
is an obscure word.
What was it? Podbags cast? That's 11.
I just thought maybe it was Podbags.
No, it was Samophile.
I don't know what that means.
Someone who fucks fish. No, I don't know.
Someone who really likes some dude named Sam. I have no idea.
Oh, a big Tolkien fan.
Sure.
So I know that I would probably. I wouldn't have gotten this. You know
Should
what I
we?
mean?
Oh my God! Should we spell it?
Yes,
oh
I
my
wanna
god!
see
Yeah,
if you
because
can.
I haven't seen it. Okay.
I'll
All right,
go
are you
first.
ready? Hang on.
Okay.
You're going first? All right,
Yeah,
so
I'll go first.
Hang on.
I'll give him a
Are
second.
you ready? Brom,
Hello.
your word is Samophile.
Can you use it? Can you spell it for me? No, can you use it?
Can they do that? My God, his
Gotcha.
IQ is 700.
He found the
Wow.
loophole.
Do we know the definition of it?
Give me just a moment here.
Okay.
All right.
I'll say Samophile.
Samophile.
Okay.
An organism that prefers or thrives in sandy soils or areas. Samophile.
Samophile. And it's 11.
Yeah, right. I'm doing that
Well,
too.
yeah, you got a little bonus there.
We do.
Okay, Samophile. I feel like it's got to be weird, something weird and scientific. Saemophile.
Nope. Sorry.
Yeah, see, I was going a similar way. That's not great.
Danger. Are you ready?
Yes.
Can you spell it for him? Oh, no, okay.
Your word still is Samophile.
Wait, hold on. Why do I have the same word as him?
Because he couldn't spell it.
It's
This
sudden
game
death.
is stupid.
It's sudden. It's sudden death. If you don't get it, we both die.
Right.
So, okay,
In
you
real
went
life.
AE, and I like that.
It's got to be scientific.
I
And
see.
11.
I thought I was thinking
Samophile.
AE or MN.
Because this is the thing. Is like 11 letters. Think about it. SAMOPHILE.
That's what I had 9. I had 9.
We're missing 2.
You
That's
know
what I'm
what's
saying.
weird? This is like exactly what happened at the spelling contest. They were on stage arguing like this. It was
Oh my
crazy.
God, this
yeah,
is
they were just
awesome.
like discussing it. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, just counting on their
Full
fingers.
scale riot.
Just,
Absolutely.
Just asking the
Wait,
guy.
was this
there's
in
gotta-
America?
yeah,
Oh,
U.S.
yeah.
National Spelling
I'm
Bee.
surprised no one was shot. So, well, they weren't actually learning. That's what it was. They don't like learning. So, yeah, I'm
Just
going to go.
pick where you wanna insert a letter, I
I'm going
guess.
to do that. I'm going to do the SAMN
Ooh.
Ooh.
AEPHILE.
No, that is incorrect. I'm sorry.
Shit on toast.
Yep. You were both disqualified.
Yeah, that
and
sounds
can
right.
never participate again.
Thank fuck.
Oh, my mom's gonna be so mad.
So, if you want a clue, though,
Okay.
I don't want a clue. I want you to spell a stupid word.
here's
Oh,
your
does it start
clue.
with a C or something?
Why can you not hear a
SC?
pterodactyl in the bathroom?
Oh, I didn't think about it because it's
Pasamophile.
supposed to be like a creature, and I feel like they do that with creatures, right? Is
Because
it PHYLE?
the P is silent. Yes.
So what's the other one then?
It's actually PSAMMO
double M.
PHILE.
Oh,
Double
so it's
M.
Pasamophile.
Yeah. I was wondering what the other one was because
I know,
I knew
right?
we were missing 2.
That's what I say. Like, you guys did the same thing I did. I was like, I would have started with an S.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
that silent P
Or
can
possible-
just...
See, I didn't. I
It
never
can
even.
just f*** off.
Oh, absolutely. I didn't even think that there was like I was like, oh, maybe it's a C. Dang it, I missed
Right.
that. Like,
Okay.
after the fact.
Yes.
I never would have thought P.
I know,
no,
right?
that's,
You got me.
that's so lame.
The only silent P I want is when I'm in a public men's room. Then
Oh, yeah.
then
no, you
it's
gotta
nice.
groan,
Yeah.
assert dominance.
I mean, to digress, one of the worst things I ever did is walk into the men's room and there's a guy at the urinal with his hand up on the wall and like his pants kind of dropped and he's just
right.
like, ugh, and I'm like,
Oh wait.
I have to pee really bad. I'm going to ignore this. But it was one of the grossest things I've
Yeah.
ever
Wow.
seen in my life. And he was like a 55-year-old, just disgusting guy.
Just
and I'm like,
trying to
this is-
squeeze it past the prostate.
I
You
was
gotta
like,
assert dominance. That's when I get in there.
Well,
and
I
I
still
the
went in
urinal
pee.
over the
I mean,
I don't know if that helped. I still went in. I'm like, I'm not walking back
Yeah.
out.
No, here we go. Little kid style. I pull my pants all the way to my ankles. I lift up my shirt too, just like a little kid.
Like Butters.
and then I'm pissed. I'm with no hands. I'm Creed pose. Creed pose. My arms wide open. They're open. I'm pissed. And I go.
You got Soundgarden playing on your phone.
But it's on my head. My arm's still open. And I go.
Wow.
And I'm shitting at the same time.
Oh, nice.
Right on the floor.
Combo.
Nice.
Yep.
Combo break.
Combo breaker.
So the fun part too, I like that in this sub headline here where, I mean, it is a thing, but he is now the 22nd champion in the past 24 years from a South Asian background.
Okay.
Yeah.
How old is this person?
14.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, this is held in Largo, Florida. He did. Oh, let's see here. He won $50,000
Damn.
just for being able to spell and shit.
Yeah, and he's 14. $50,000 at 14. You may as well be Elon Musk.
Right.
Yeah, of course, like that culturally, that's probably not his money at all. Like,
Oh,
absolutely
well,
nothing there.
I feel like if you put your kids in that, it's like pageant stuff where it's like you just kind of, yeah, no, it's true. But then you say South Asian background. Here's my thing. I think that they're better at spelling than us because they actually appreciate English. We get taught English. We don't think twice about it. We don't appreciate English as much as we should. We thought about that.
What do we appreciate? Gunpowder?
I appreciate you.
Whoa. Why'd you say him first?
Well, and you too. He was asking the question.
I did.
Okay.
I did ask.
Thanks.
It's true.
Dad.
The funny thing is you know, as we're digging into the story here, Samo, the first part of the word, is Greek, and of course, so is file. So Samo in Greek means sand, and then obviously file means love in Greek. So really,
Love in the sand.
even though he's spelling an apparent English word, it really was just a Greek word, a compound Greek word.
That's fair.
So, but obviously he was smart enough to know that, which
Yeah, really.
none of us were.
Can you imagine in that
that's
moment
making
he
it-
hears that and he goes like, "No way." Everybody else is like, "What?" And he's like, "I can't believe it." He randomly read it one time.
Right.
He's like, "Dude."
Today's my day.
He's like, "I can't believe I get to flex this right now. This is amazing."
He's like the dude on Millionaire that calls his friend with the
Yeah,
phone.
hey, I already won, but where you're like, damn.
Like for us, it would be like this: danger. Are you ready for your word?
I guess so.
Your word is danger.
Oh, God damn it.
Oh wait, no, that doesn't work. Yeah, PDANGER.
I got you this time. The P silent. I know.
There's a P in the beginning and the end,
Yeah.
and there's one in the middle somewhere, but I forget
I think there's a K.
because it moves.
I think you need to get your prostate checked.
Well, P is supposed to move, right? It's supposed to flow freely.
You're not supposed to have P at the beginning, in the middle, and the end. That's too much P. You need to get that checked out.
There's no such thing as too much P.
There is if you're diabetic.
He's got a
I
point.
don't know. You should pee it all out, though, right?
It's fine. My pee smells like maple syrup, and I piss 5 times every minute. It's fine.
That's wild. You know what I used to think when I was a kid that I would have. I
You
didn't
would have loved
worry.
maple syrup pee.
I did. It was
Oh,
my
wait, no, the P is
my
silent,
Google
so it's
search
male
history.
syrup.
My Google search history
Ooh.
is a maze of horror. No, I used to think, yeah, because I didn't drink water because I was an idiot. I just drank Mountain Dew all the time. It's
kinda like water.
Man, my pee's a funny color. And then my like tiny brain was like, you know what? It wouldn't bother me if it was like tar black and thick as syrup because then it's out of me, right? It's not in me anymore. My body is purified. Look at it go. We did it.
Yeah, that's not how that
No,
works.
it turns out.
It's I get the
No.
train of thought because it's like, oh, well, it's leaving me.
Right.
But then it's like, well, what's in your body that could create that?
Turns out monster pizza rolls and key lime pie every now and again. That was my diet.
Not a strong foundation.
It wasn't great.
It's a food pyramid, but it's toppled.
Just completely, it's Aztec ruins.
Oh,
All right, we're going to take a moment for a pee break.
Please. No, it's silent.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. All right.
That was wild.
and I pissed myself.
I feel so much better now.
Wow.
Yeah. All right.
Might be silent, but it's still warm. And now it's cold.
Why don't they make a blanket out of pee?
Perfect.
All right.
Oh.
So this week on Maybe Don't Do That.
We won't
that.
do the Jalen flag again.
You can listen to last week's episode for that extended cut.
Or maybe don't do that.
Or maybe don't do that.
Maybe do that.
That's true.
Do
that.
do.
But the funny thing is, I almost feel like the emphasis is on maybe this week.
Okay.
All right. Because what we have here, we have the very last warning that was given to an 82-year-old German who was convicted of dealing drugs.
I love the narrow eyebrows for the 82-year-old.
Because the 82-year-old German, I was doing the math.
No, he's dealing drugs, and a German court said, this is your last warning. He was found guilty of drug dealing, and he has 24 previous convictions.
Dang.
They gave him a lot of chances.
Yes, they did.
Right. So, but it's
He
like
seemed
he's
like such a nice guy.
right. But he's like 82, so that's why it's like, well, I don't know, like maybe do that. Like, what point? I mean, at this point, it doesn't matter.
So you said the emphasis on maybe?
Yeah.
I feel like you
'Cause
put the
it's-
emphasis on that. Like, maybe don't do that. Maybe don't do that.
What?
Something, sure.
Yeah. What would be the something then?
Yeah, what do you point your
do you think?
remaining years at?
Because this is why he's doing it. I'll give you his reasoning. He said he wanted to improve his. He gets $855 a month pension, and he decided, well, I need more money, so why not sell marijuana?
Oh, he's just selling weed.
It's not even drugs.
Oh, that's not. Well, I mean, I guess relative to Germany's laws, it is. But like,
Right.
Yeah.
come on, guys. Look. Here's the thing: is I know you've had some history.
We're not,
I mean, come on. I thought this was
We
gonna be
know.
actually like serious. I wanted to make a joke too because I was like,
Go for it.
Well, I mean, think about there's the Nazi scientist Heisenberg,
Right.
the famous Nobel Prize
Yep.
winner, but then Heisenberg from Breaking Bad sells
Exactly.
drugs,
Exactly.
meth,
Yep.
based on the character Heisenberg,
It was
chemist,
pretty good.
meth, connect
you
them
go.
all.
Yeah.
But he's just selling weed.
Yeah.
That's so late. Can
a
you
letdown.
You know how like you know you're younger or whatever, and then like for dispensaries and all this, like, you know, call up your dealer, and then it's like you either go to their house or they come over to your house and they're like hanging out. And then you're just smoking weed and playing video games. I like the idea of like, hey man, can you come through? And he's like, oh yes, of course. And then you just like show him, and just an old man sitting there like, I remember the old days. Just like smoking up.
Wow.
That's kind of sad. That's only weed too. That's like,
what I mean. That's why it's
probably
like
also
it
why they
is a
gave
maybe
so many.
don't do that. You know what
Wait
I
a
mean? Because
minute.
obviously he's persistently done it. What?
How old is Willie Nelson?
Oh
he's
my God, like
older than
90
that.
or something.
Yeah.
Oh, dang.
I'll Google it.
Because he could be my dealer. That'd be fine. I don't even smoke weed. We can just come over. and
Snoop
hang
Dogg,
out.
Snoop Dogg said that Willie Nelson is the only guy who has outsmoked him, which is
Yeah,
not
that's
surprising.
that tracks. Yeah. Oh, that dude could probably lay it down. I can't even imagine.
Oh, he is 90
Yeah.
on the nose.
There you go. You were
knocking
right
it
there.
out of the
I
park.
think he's like 92, but yeah.
Yeah.
Can you
So-
imagine him and Bob Barker hanging out?
That'd be great.
Both alive.
Both alive.
I know.
And Dick
right?
Van Dyke.
Smoking pounds of grass.
Oh my God, I know. Just Bob Barker neutering pets.
He does
Just
it
out there.
himself.
Yeah, give me that cat. Check it out.
Wow.
Make the wheel bigger.
Sprinting
Right.
naked with a bunch of bolt cutters.
Oh God. Oh, I thought you meant he was naked.
He was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, with the bolt cutters.
Okay.
Makes him feel stronger.
Dude, if you smoke a Willie Nelson amount of weed, some shit is going to go down, okay? I'm just saying.
No, here's the thing: is that if you smoke a Willie Nelson amount of weed, I think you'll just turn into a couch.
That's fair.
You will just become a human couch cushion.
You will become his guitar.
Yes, exactly. No, really, the roadies will just have to pick you up.
Couch.
That's it.
Load you into the van.
Yeah, really.
Wow.
Well, that's what I said. It's like a soft maybe don't do that. Like, obviously, you know what I mean? Like, he got in trouble for it. So I was like, maybe don't do that. Like, kind of try to keep yourself out of some trouble.
I guess.
Did they say the amount? I feel like that's because if you're selling like if he's like dealing
Yeah.
like pounds of pounds or something, I'd be like, well, okay.
But it's more like how many
If
times
he's doing like dime bags or something,
That's
come
what. That's what.
on.
Well, he had to have been because they let him off like
24
what?
times.
Yeah, right. What the heck? There's no way that he was like kingpin.
But even then, kingpin of weed, where it's like, what's the word? Here's the thing. I've met and worked, not worked. I've worked at places where it's like you work directly with people who have been on coke or whatever.
Yeah.
I haven't talked to meth heads, but I'm sure I have, and I didn't realize they were meth
That's
heads.
fair.
All this different kind of stuff. Cokeheads are the most annoying people on the planet. First of all these people are so annoying. The worst thing that happens on weed is like you drool, or like you get hungry and you eat a whole family-sized bag of Doritos. Or there was one time I was
You
over
need
with
to
my
get high to do that?
It does help.
it just
I never needed to.
it just speeds it up.
Maybe it
Does
gets,
it? I feel like my con mouth would like choke me to death with. No. Okay.
No, it's nice. That or the only bad thing, literally the only worst thing that could happen is there's one time I was over at my friend's house and her and I had a little dab pen, and we got super high, and then she was like crying and going all crazy, and I was like, what the hell? I was way too high, and then she's like, you gotta leave, and I was like, what? And she's like, you gotta leave, and it was like 11 at night, so I was like, okay. So then I was driving away, and there's like this little like road you gotta get off your thing at, and it's like 45, and I was like, all right, I'm pretty high, but I could do this. And then I'm driving, I'm just like, oh, I'm going fast, oh my god. And I look down, I'm going 20. And I went, oh, and I was like, and I was fine. That is the worst that will happen.
Any idea how fast you're going? 7.
Yes, it was my black sheep moment.
It was.
Yes.
Right.
People usually stop on the side of the road when I pull them over. No, exactly. That's so crazy, though. Yeah, what are the other deets on this?
It really didn't. Yeah, it didn't give any, like amount that he was doing or anything.
He's got to be like a swell guy.
Yeah,
It's
really,
just like kind of lame where it's like, it's weed. It's
right.
fine.
Come on,
I know,
Albert,
but
get it together.
I don't know how the legality is there. Obviously, it's like here
It's
where
obviously
we're
different.
at, it is actually recreational and medicinally legal.
Yeah.
Right. It's
at
at
a
least
state level.
level.
So,
Yes.
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So we have definitely more freedoms than some other places do, apparently.
We'll invite him here.
Yeah, let's have him over.
Yeah, right.
We'll have sleepover.
He wouldn't be the last persecuted German to run from Germany.
Truth.
Right. And it wouldn't be the first time that U.S. has imported Germans over here for...
Also
nice.
True. Also true.
Okay.
Just him with like the stark white hat and like the clothes. It's like the suit goes Argentina. Hello. What?
That accent sounds familiar.
We have a lot of you guys down here. It's really weird.
It's wild.
Huh.
What do you mean by you guys?
Oh, yeah. Don't get him started.
Nazis.
Oh.
Nazis.
Yeah,
No, that's true. That's true. Yeah, you're right. Nazi, yes.
So this next one, I mean, again, I'll relay my story that was pre-bag here, pre-pod.
The gooch, once again. No,
this is in front of, not behind it, I guess. So, yeah. So,
the shaft?
I guess.
Huh.
I was very tired when I, pulled some of these stories. So
sure.
some
A
of these,
disclaimer.
It makes it more exciting.
You know what I mean? Right. So this one, I mean, it's funny. You know how sometimes you read a story and you're like, this is just an advertisement. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
And this is one of those. So I'm going to generalize this story a little bit to kind of take out the addy type bits here.
All right.
Okay. So like there is a company.
Okay.
And I know they're not the only one. That's why I'm going to generalize this. But I do like this idea, and I wanted to discuss it a little bit. But this specific article is about a particular company that is leaning into making like quirky coffins.
Okay.
Yeah, and I've heard of this in different geographies, different countries and that.
For real?
Yeah, where instead of just, hey, here's your pine box.
Well, yeah.
Good luck. You don't
It's
care.
really depressing, but you've never seen that video that people have shared where it's so horrible, but it's just so intriguing. But like a kid died for whatever reason, and then he has a Sonic coffin, and there's a dude in a Sonic costume walking as a pallbearer, and you're like, it's messed up, but it's also slightly funny because of how outrageous it is. Where you're like, it's a giant, disgusting, sweaty man in a Sonic costume walking this child coffin.
Right. Yeah, that's a blender of emotions.
That's what I'm saying. And that's kind of why, like, the story did intrigue me at its base, obviously. Like, not the advertising side, but just that I've seen a number of these.
Where it's, like, sad, but also cool that they can express themselves through whatever.
And, this one, of course, is talking specifically about some of them. But even generally, like, you can get, like, ones that have, like, whiskey. Like, I'm buried in a whiskey box. So, like, can you imagine being, like, buried in a Crown Royal box? Maybe in one of those nice velvet bags over your body. Like, instead of a body bag, it's just a big Crown Royal bag.
That's kind of okay. That's kind
well,
of
an easy
okay.
access. If they're like, oh, we need to exhume him, just undo the little cord.
Can do.
But then you got to decide: is it apple crown? Is it peach crown? Is it just regular crown? You got to make that decision too, because it's the purple bag or the green bag. Or,
if you're from Georgia, peach. If you're Steve Jobs, apple. No,
nice.
That's funny. I want to segue into that just real briefly.
What?
This is
sweet.
Yeah, and it's literally related to Georgia. It is so funny. So I've been watching. There's plenty of these reality shows. I've been watching the ones about people that get addicted to drugs. Right.
Sure.
Fascinating, right? Because
of course,
for me, that's a lifestyle I don't understand and never had to participate in.
It's not for me, so I want to know about it.
Yeah, and I actually feel fortunate. You know what I mean? So you watch that and you're like, wow, this is crazy. This is something I would have never experienced. And so, like, some of the episodes they had were all in the Georgia area, just north of Atlanta, right?
All right.
So they have these episodes. Here's the worst heroin ever, right here in Georgia, right? And you're like, oh, this is
world
awful.
records for that, huh?
Yeah, and you're like, this is great. This is such an awful
done.
thing. And the best part is that at the end of the episode, after all the credits roll and everything, they put a little thing, splash page on the end, and what does it say? It says, I don't remember what it is, because it doesn't matter, but it's like tourgeorgiafilm.com.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you just got done, like, for the last hour telling me how heroin-ridden everything is and how bad it is. And then you're like, but please, come and visit.
Come check it out.
Come hang out. It's great.
I see it firsthand.
And it was just one of those things where I'm like, I know what they're doing, but it's just quite funny that they thought, I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe they're thinking like disaster tourism. There are people that literally do that. There's
know.
I saw an Instagram video where it's like whatever another podcast another podcast that like they're on the street.
There are no other podcasts. There's only this one.
I don't know what you're talking about.
That could be the only one.
You will listen to only our
Yeah,
podcast.
we are slowly eliminating all the rest of them.
But it's like a street
Allegedly.
podcast.
Yes.
There you go. But it's like a street podcast thing, and they had a dude walk up and he's talking about doing disaster tourism. He's like, "Oh yeah, like after like whatever." He's like, "After Kuwait, I went there and like all these places where it's like something disastrous will happen." He's like, "Yeah, don't go there because you can get really cheap tickets and no one's there." Huh. So like someone might see like all this terrible heroin, all this, and then somebody's watching. They go scratching their arm.
I have a really good idea.
Taking the rubber band off.
Yeah, my veins are on fire right now. I could go to Georgia.
But here's the thing: is with too much drug use, you know what they'll need? A specially designed coffin.
Narcan?
Oh,
I was going to say Narcan.
Well, that's
well,
it.
that too.
Okay.
Well, one or the other.
You could get
Choose your own adventure.
You could get buried in a Narcan-shaped coffin.
Oh, that's too a little too ironic.
Yeah, right. And
Okay,
like a syringe is your pallbearer.
Right. So I was curious.
It's like rain on your wedding day.
I'm sorry, heroin addicts, if you're listening right now. I apologize, but you need to get clean. So, like, you need to hear it. This is tough love.
Yeah, and go listen to Atlantis.
Yeah, call me and I'll talk you through it. Morissette, yeah.
It's a little too ironic. It's like rain on your wedding day.
Don't you think?
Correct.
True.
Yeah. I just thought you said Atlantis, which I was like, well, we were talking
to go to Atlantis.
We were just talking about
The lost city of Atlantis, Morissette.
and how heroin is right above Atlanta. So maybe like Atlantis, Morissette. Like there's this whole thing. I don't know. That's how my
She's a
brain.
mermaid.
And it's a set for a film.
Atlantis Morissette is My Little Mermaid.
Wow, that was a
Finally.
lot.
Yeah.
That really
Convoluted.
She just
But
sings songs.
interesting.
She just sings songs about her ex-boyfriends and all that.
Man.
I wish I had legs. On a rainy day.
That's good.
Yeah. Does it rain underwater?
Does what? Does it rain underwater?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
If a shark cries,
I appreciate
how do we know?
Yeah. The shark cries, do the tears fall?
Whoa.
I think they go upwards. Go upwards.
So is the ocean just shark tears?
Not all of it. It's also a lot of pee.
But the P is silent.
Oh.
So it's okay.
But that's silent but deadly.
Oh.
I'm afraid of water.
We're on chain.
Subtext.
We are on chain reaction. This is incredible.
Wow, this is wild.
So yeah, so I mean, obviously there's like a TARDIS coffin.
Sure.
Bigger
You
on the
know.
inside.
You could put like 6 people in that coffin.
Oh. That's wow. Okay.
You guys get the Groupon discount
mass
for the
suicide?
coffin.
Wow.
We get the whole family done. Come
It'll
on.
be great.
But yeah,
You share one tombstone. It's cheaper.
They're doing movie themed ones. They're kind of doing everything. I remember you were talking about that one, the Sonic one. The one I remember, there was an M&M shaped one that I remember somebody did, where it literally would look like them, the people, like the spokes,
Yes,
the
like
spokes
the
candies.
yellow or red M&M.
Yeah, like it was literally like the spokes candies, and that was their coffin. Which I get it. I mean, because obviously like our culture doesn't necessarily celebrate death. But some cultures do, and that's why they do it, because they're celebrating that.
I will say it's weird that the thing that you've chosen is just an item that's so innocuous, where you're like, what's the thing that represents you, would that represent your life best? We want to turn it into a coffin so it can represent you in death. A bag of M&Ms.
Yeah.
All you were was M&M. All you were was melt in your mouth. All you were was
That's
a
it.
hard shell and a soft, gooey interior. And that is
That's
it.
it.
That's all anybody cared about
That's
you.
kind of true, though.
Yeah.
Okay. Or, yeah, if you do Crown Royal, where it's like glassy exterior, but velvety, brown, liquidy inside.
Ah. And
mean-
good with cider.
Danger was talking about his velvety brown,
Gooey insides?
gooey peeing session.
Oh,
there,
yeah,
so-
no, yeah. Whatever. It's
So-
better out than in.
Boom.
Lesson learned. There
That's
you go.
right.
We taught you something new today, people.
Custom coffins. Both K's.
Right?
That's good.
Yeah, well, we
good.
could. Yeah, not good thing it's not a third one.
Dude. If like Dale Earnhardt, oh no,
Yeah,
Dale
that's not
Earnhardt
great.
Jr. They got to give him like a race car coffin, like a race car bed. But we should be able to drive it. It should be an RC, and they get the hole, and there's like And he
just crashes into the hole. That sounds awful.
Yeah,
That's
it's pretty cool.
and dark.
Well, you know.
It can be both.
Yeah. Oh, I almost.
Yeah.
I was gonna be. I'll make the joke anyways. I apologize in advance. Like father, like son.
There it is.
Okay, we all knew it was coming.
Well,
All right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Remember the joke it was which one? It was Senior that crashed into the wall.
Yeah.
So right, what's Dale Earnhardt and Pink Floyd have in common?
Just a brick in the wall.
No.
Oh.
Their last great hit was The Wall. You're welcome. Bad. Yeah. Really insensitive jokes. I know you appreciate it, everybody.
Nice.
It's not like he can hear us.
True.
I mean, let's hope not.
We never know. Speaking of hearing us,
Oh, good.
Segue.
Segue. Audible, the company that does like the books, and all that stuff.
Heck yeah.
Sponsor us.
Yeah, so there's a class action lawsuit against them right now.
Ooh, don't sponsor us.
We are retracting.
There is a class action lawsuit alleging that the company tricks its consumers into automatically renewing subscriptions.
No, I think that's real because I did not automatically set my Amazon Prime to do that, and it did it. It literally charged me for a year of it.
Right.
So I just got stuck with it. It charged me like $130 or whatever.
That is definitely what attracted me to
how
the
they get
story, because I was like, how many of us have experienced something like this where they're like,
And especially
guess
with
what?
Amazon.
You're paying for this for another year, and you're like, really?
Yes, and especially with Amazon.
Yeah.
That's why I have calendar reminders. I set them constantly to be like, cancel this, cancel
That's
this.
why there's literally like entire companies built around helping you cancel recurring.
That's true. I've seen apps and stuff
subscriptions.
for it, too.
right?
Yeah, they're
Which, I mean, I guess, hey, you want to advertise, like, we're cool
I'm
with
cool
that.
with that.
they're debt consolidators, but for like subscription services.
Yeah.
That's how bad they've
But yeah,
gotten.
that's how bad. Yeah, exactly. So, you know what I mean? That's exactly what's happening. So, this one is more specific because California does have some tighter laws than some of the other places here in the United States. So, this violates California's automatic renewal law.
God, I need
Which
that.
I love
Yeah,
that the
right?
acronym, if they did, it would be CARL.
Fantastic.
Carl says you can't do that.
Hi, Jimmy. You gonna eat that croissant?
But anyways, Carl requires clear and conspicuous disclosure of terms before the subscription begins and the requirement of affirmative consent. We talked about consent earlier.
We did.
So
It's
there you
important.
go.
I think consent is important in every respect.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you're right. I
And
like that
that's-
you went with Carl from that, and mine was like, "I frickin' go away." Go.
Ooh, okay. And now, Dad, you pick a Carl.
I'll pick the restaurant, Carl.
Oh, Carl's Jr.
That's, yeah, lesser known son.
I would say because their dad crashed.
That's
Okay.
right. That's right.
You just walk over, there's just a burger splattered on the wall. Oh, that's weird.
That's Carl Senior.
Dad, no. Oh, no. God. I thought you were going to pick like Carl Winslow.
No, I was thinking there was Carl Weatherby, right? Remember him? It was the
Yeah, there was also Carl Weathers from...
Carl Weathers. That's what it was.
yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, and it was Weather.
Yeah, just Weathers.
Carl Weathers. Yeah. He was.
There you go.
Wasn't he in like Rocky?
yeah.
He was Apollo Creed, wasn't he? Or was that? Am I getting it mixed up?
No, I think that's him. That's the actor's name.
Yes.
Carl of Duty.
You never seen that? You never seen that meme? Carl on
I did.
duty, black cop.
I did. I did.
Yeah.
I love Carl Winslow.
It brought me back to memes, so I couldn't help it. It was just fantastic.
What about memes? It
Yeah.
isn't fair.
I'll tell you what. You email us your favorite one, and I'll email you my favorite one, and I'll tell you
war,
what.
right?
Yeah.
Kind of like a friendly one, though. It's like a thumb war, but it's a meme
Oh
war.
yeah,
it's
no,
like trading
not.
cards.
Yeah,
Ooh.
I don't even think it swears.
Oh, we
Yeah.
should trademark that. We could put memes on
I'm sure some geriatric man has already made terrible trading cards.
some
It's bad luck,
old guy
Brian.
in Germany.
meme trade cards.
If I cannot sell weed, what can I do?
I could sell meme trading cards.
We tried to tell you 25 times. Stop selling these mean trading cards.
They're all NFCs too, or
NFTs.
whatever. Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Thank you, Grandpa.
Shut up.
NFCs. there to-
NFCs is the beep boop with your phone.
NFT stands for not for trade, though. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know if it does.
Yeah,
They're-
Not for trading.
trading cards.
Here's trading cards, not for trading.
NFT.
Hey, they're non-fungible now. Nobody wants those fucking things.
Right?
Pardon
That's
my
fair,
French.
actually,
Yeah, none.
Funnable.
Non-fuckable tokens.
Nice.
beep myself.
Yeah,
I
so
liked it.
go beep yourself. Yeah, it charges anywhere from $7.95 to $229.50 for yearly. Yeah, which is a lot of money to just be, haha, here's $230 out of your
For
account.
books.
Yeah.
For audio books.
And it's access to the books, right? So it's not even. Oh,
yeah,
boy.
no, yeah, like it once because they give you like you'll get free tokens or you get a free book or whatever.
Yeah.
But like I can't access mine if I don't pay for.
Go ahead.
Oh no, that was it.
Oh, I was going to say, I mean, I'll read books to people for like way less than like $240 a year.
Oh,
If you want
yeah.
Podbags to read you a book,
Yeah, just like send us some money
we'll each trade off like sentences or something.
or words or syllables.
Yeah, I don't know about we each. I already told you I can't read, so it's.
Oh, that's right. Sorry.
I will listen to the audiobook and
What
say.
if you did interpretive?
You
dance?
just say it right after the audiobook like it's a weird delay.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh no, I was thinking like conversation where it's like, and then Sam did this. Oh yeah, Sam did that. Yeah.
I'll tell it. I'll listen to the story and then I'll tell it to you convolutedly.
This is
I'll
the,
tell
the,
you convoluted.
It's
yeah.
exactly like that.
It's
Just-
the Cliff
it's
Notes
exactly-
version, but not really.
No,
It's the
tell it
danger-
some
It's the
stats.
Danger Notes version.
Dave Notes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where it's just like, I don't know, there was a guy and then there was this other guy and they did something.
I only
and then
skimmed it. I don't know.
he skimmed an audiobook.
I just skipped through.
And then
I listened to it at
chapter 4.
You can speed up really fast.
Right, I
You do
know,
like two
I
times speed, which
That's
I'm
what-
like,
that's
what
what people-
maniac is listening to this?
Okay,
what
I can
people do
do.
with
I can do as
podcasts.
fast as 1.5.
Really?
And
I can
even
do
1.5 is like a little like
1.3 is the mark. I can do 1.5, but it ain't fun.
it's not. There's no comprehension really happening.
I'm like trying to stay on the road because I'm usually driving.
It's like Freebird. You're just flooring it. And then even instead of movie,
Sounds like the end of every commercial.
oh my god, yeah. Terms of conditions,
Diarrhea.
hot dog fingers. Huh?
Diarrhea and
Hot dog fingers.
Holy crap!
New Limp Bizkit album? No.
Oh yeah.
But $220, that's so much.
Oh yeah. No, I'll do it for way
That's
less.
steep.
Right, right. So,
Like, dude.
So
yeah,
this
can you
is-
imagine looking and being like, I'm missing $200 and like, oh, you paid for it. Do you remember? You don't remember that? You bought Audible.
Audible,
They go,
son.
no, I don't want Audible.
No.
isn't that funny? A company called Audible isn't telling you things.
Ah,
It's just me.
they're not called communication.
Yeah, apparently not. All right. Anyway, so there's a reminder for you. Double check your subscriptions, folks. And make
All
sure
your subscriptions.
you cancel them if you don't want them.
Write
No
down
matter how convoluted
So,
it is,
nice.
and no matter how interesting it is.
True. Set reminders for yourself to cancel.
But it's also a reminder that as you cancel those things you don't want, you should like subscribe and like listen to us.
If
all
you
the
make-
time.
subscribe to something you do want.
If you make some room in your
Yeah,
budget,
free
maybe
up some
hit that
money for
Patreon,
us.
maybe
We
hit that
love you.
Patreon.
We'll be nice to you. We will tell you all of our terms and conditions right up front.
Oh yeah.
It won't be an Audible. We'll play it. No,
I'll make love to you.
Right,
Look,
consent. Right,
That's
if
right.
you want me to.
That's what it's
Audible-
all
if not,
about.
we'll work it out.
yeah, we'll figure it. Audible, $220 a month at max. It could be less than that,
year.
but like
It's a year.
A year.
$8 a month.
$220 a month.
Goodness,
That's a
gracious.
lace. You're lacing it. But it's that expensive. If you cancel that or whatever,
Oh, that, yeah.
You just
Pass
need all
us a
kinds
few
of room,
bucks.
man.
Right, right.
we'll do whatever you want.
Yeah, we're flexible.
Oh,
Yes, we are.
No,
You'll find
we're
out.
not terribly limber, but we'll try.
I can't read, but I can read your body language.
Ooh, the flexibility of sheet metal.
we do it once and never again.
You can't get it out. Correct.
Well, that's the end.
Yeah, all right. Nice. All right, I've got one more story for you, and we're
Yes.
one. I don't think we kind of did. We've kind of, but this is it's in the paranormal category. Which
I'm
obviously,
wearing a supernatural shirt, huh?
yeah, like
Come at me, bro.
we did talk about like ghosts and camping a couple weeks ago.
We did.
I will not say that word again, but I have
Thank
to say
you.
it once to
Thank
remind
you
you.
for
that. This is about UFOs. Don't know if we've talked about UFOs yet.
Could I park this here? I don't know if it's.
And the Foo Fighters.
No.
Foo Fighters.
No.
Nice.
Uh,
I just watched that the other day.
The Foo Fighters?
No, it's specifically the one where he's talking about Christopher Walken.
Foo Fighters.
See, this is the content you could get if you paid for them to read.
Oh my god,
audiobooks to you.
I will. No,
they will read as Christopher Walken.
I can do that. That I can do because it'll take. I'll do like one line of reading and then delivery, and then like I could do that.
And there you go.
Yeah. Oh, it'd be fantastic. Give me your money. It's like, sorry about that.
Give me your money.
Oh, that's more. Yeah, okay. That's more acceptable. That was more convincing.
Your money.
Yes. Jeez. You guys are shameless. So, anyways.
No, he's right.
I'm trying.
This is a very current story, and I've seen it pop up, so it's kind of interesting. There is a former intelligence official that made a claim that we have and possess retrieved, intact, and partially intact crafts of non-human origin.
Sick.
Okay.
That's so cool.
Yeah, and he just said this like a week ago, so like it's the hot thing right now, of course, amongst some of the conspiracy, sites and that, and they even they're even questioning like the White House, their press, secretary, like, oh hey, like so and so said like we're like capturing UFOs.
We can neither confirm or deny.
She was like, you'll have to ask the Department of Defense about that. I don't know.
Like, how the hell am I going to call them?
Yeah, I think they don't return my calls.
Well, it's DOD. You just type it on your phone, right?
Believe it or not, Secretary of Defense is in here. Leave a message at the beep. Flying away in a fighter jet. Leave at the beep. Where's alien?
I feel like instead of a boop, it's like that laser gun sound.
Nice.
This seems questionable.
But they can just say that, right? Like, no, there's no law against someone saying this thing that I hold in my hand is definitely from outer space and was crafted by.
It's not about a law,
right?
I'm just curious myself. Like, how could you verify that?
That's a great question.
That's where I got.
No, of course.
Right.
That's always the question. Well, no, that's fascinating. Was this on like Coast to Coast or something where they bring up where it was? I hope it was. Where they revealed the information.
I think it was. I think it was just like through normal like governmental meetings even. Like it was an official.
If an alien wore shoes, what kind of shoes would he wear?
The moon is made barbecue spare ribs. Would you eat it?
That's like I was doing a George Norrie impression, but
really?
like that you're
I went back with
B-52s.
No, I went Will Ferrell with Harry Carrier. Yeah, there he is.
Oh my god!
Harry
You turned
Carey.
into was it Michael Winslow,
I don't know who that is.
the sound effects guy?
Oh god,
from the
no, that'd be
Police
cool.
Academy films.
Yeah.
And then
the creeps.
Oh,
And
that
Spaceballs.
guy's great.
Spaceballs.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, apparently there's kind of a push going on here because there's the UAP task force with the government, and then there are a number of people that have kind of started their I don't remember, their term, in as part of this program, and they're kind of pushing for that, because they're like, well, I think it's real, so they're really trying to make this a thing.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? They're like, oh yeah, we've got all these. So, but the thing, like, this is why I want to bring it up too. The funny part to me is that there are a lot of these stories. I've read a number of these, and it's funny because it's almost always that we have retrieved these crashed UFOs, and it just seems like, why the hell are all of these UFOs crashing on Earth? Like, are they just that inept at all of this where they're like, whoops, oh shit, I crashed. Sorry.
I thought maybe that we're just so like neurotic that we just shoot at anything that moves.
No, I don't think they shoot at it. Here's what I'm gonna say is that, like, piloting an aircraft is difficult enough within our atmosphere. Mm-hmm. So now if you're trying to pilot your aircraft within a foreign atmosphere,
okay,
could have a problem with that. Or maybe these aliens are hammered.
They could be hammered.
They could be hammered. Or maybe these aliens aren't even aliens, they're humans, or something comparable from a different like piece of space time. I don't.
Nice.
Oh, I wasn't talking to you guys about this. I forgot. I was talking in the car on the way back from the gig. But
I was talking to myself. It was a really good conversation.
I was coming back from a gig, and I was talking to my guitarist about this.
Scary.
Correct. Of always. But now we were talking about this where I was like talking about ufological things, which I know is an annoying phrase, but it's true.
Right.
I'm a self-proclaimed ufologist. But we were talking about that where I'm like, maybe these alien crafts or whatever else like aren't even like full alien, where it's like they talk about you have to go the speed of light and all this. But maybe these crafts aren't as impressive as we believe they are. Because think about it, like going faster than the speed of light, extremely difficult. Most matter just gets like destroyed or messed up or spaghettified. It's not really reasonable. Most living organisms couldn't do it. So then I was like, well, then why don't you do the Albert Einstein like theory of relativity, whatever thing, where it's like it might literally be easier to like use dark matter or something to create a hole in space time and then join 2 points in space. So like when people are like, so then when people are like, these UFOs are going so fast. Yeah, like they go super fast and they disappear and it feels like we can't even see them.
Right.
Maybe they are literally just they're just meeting 2 holes, like a hole in our space time and where they would like to end up, and they're just connecting them.
It's the
and they're going
Gooch
that
of
fast.
space. No, it's not.
But it kind of is. It's
Maybe that's
connecting.
why they crash. Because imagine trying to navigate coming out of one of them.
Like, oh crap, a planet!
Yeah. It's
wasn't here 400 million years ago.
It's the equivalent of like your Google Maps going like, all right, next, like you're getting off exit half mile, and you go like, oh sure, cool, and then you get off, but it's one of those where it's like a super steep curve, and then it's like a stop sign immediately, so they're like, oh my god, who built this? And you're just like, Jesus, you almost flip your car. It's one of those where you're like, I can't believe, or like there's a road near where we are, and you get off on the exit, and it's 3 lanes, and you pretty much have to get in the 3rd lane, so you're jumping off at like 65 miles an hour, then you have to slow down and then wait for other cars, and then you're and like have to go across 3 lanes and all this crazy stuff. They're just doing the space travel equivalent of that.
That sounds rough.
Where it's like, your exit right now, and you're like, what? Oh, and like fly the craft, and then you just crash it, and you're like, damn it.
Right. I guess it just seems like we seem to have a lot of those
but
happening.
it is. I agree.
Yeah. Like, because that's always what it is. Like, it's, you know what I mean? Like, we've never heard of, well, they landed in the backyard. They came out and talked to me.
Yeah.
I mean, we hear some of those.
There's actually quite a lot of those.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? But we still hear a lot of where they're like, nope, they just crashed, burned, rotted, and then we found it.
That's
like,
that's the difficult thing, I think, is that the only thing that these organizations want to fully recognize is things that they can get their hands on. So like crash stuff makes most sense because like we just have it and that's it. You can't disprove that. But in case of like, oh, contact or this or that or whatever, it's more difficult to prove. So then I think like there might be so much alien contact that there actually aren't that many crashes relative to how much contact there is.
Right.
But then they're just like, well, we don't believe that because we didn't get to see it.
Right.
So, I don't know why they're all like George Patton, but or General Patton rather.
Yeah.
But yeah, this might just be leftover whatever stuff. But no, it's a great consideration. I don't know.
Right. Yeah.
If an alien used a steering wheel cover, what kind of steering wheel cover would it use? Grippy. I don't know. Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Did you say? What did you say?
Ally McBeal. Steering wheel cover. That's what they would use.
Huh. You kind of blew my mind.
Are you an alien?
I don't know much, but I'm pretty sure on that one.
Wow.
I think I agree.
That makes a lot of sense. Much. Wouldn't it be funny if it was an X-Files steering wheel cover?
That'd be
Wow, how ironic.
that'd be really good.
Like the door opens and the X-Files music is blaring right off it. And they're like, hello, how's it going?
To be fair, if you're an alien, and once again you were hammered,
Sure.
totally do that. You'd be like,
Oh, yeah.
let's freak these guys out. There's like a
watch
dude
the-
like
What's this glurb?
there's also,
This is going to be funny.
like a dude in an old Chevy pickup truck with his buddy. It's like, it's like 2 a.m. They're like driving. He's like, check this out. Doors open. Yeah. They have like their Party City costumes on where it's like the silver suit, like, oh, they look all like crazy looking. They're like, if
It's just his partner in the craft playing a recorder.
like, this guy's good.
He did a good job.
Right? Yeah, sounds just like it.
Glorp, you're killing it, bro. That's why I brought you along.
Alien pranksters.
Hammer drunk aliens. This is great.
Right? So, yeah, I mean, that was the main gist of that, obviously. You know, everybody's like, oh, my gosh, like, disclosure is imminent.
I don't think it is.
No, neither do I.
Unfortunately.
But obviously they all think that. They like
It's
to think
gotten
that.
closer, to be fair, where it's like, what is it? Tom DeLonge from Blink-182. He got like his ufology whatever thing, did get them to actually release some footage of
Right.
Like they got the government to release footage of random whatever
UAPs.
Yeah, exactly. Where it's like, honestly, it's kind of impressive.
It
where
is
it's
impressive.
like, it's not as cool as them actually disclosing stuff, but like the fact that they disclosed anything is already kind of impressive.
Yeah, even if it's just man-made stuff where we're like, we don't know what that is, but it's weird.
Because it still fits.
Yeah.
It's still unidentified.
They called him back. That's it. Like that they showed up to court. Like that's enough. I'm like, dang, that is way more than I thought.
Because they could have just been like,
nah,
no.
Nope.
no comment.
Denied.
You're like, look over there, look over there.
Where the heck did they? Man,
They flew away.
wormholes.
Don't blink.
Is that a Doctor reference?
No. Is
The Doctor Who?
it?
Yeah,
I
it's
never
the
watched Doctor
angels
Who.
with the.
Yeah. The Weeping Angels,
It was a Blink 182 reference.
Oh.
Don't blink.
Yeah.
No, just let your thinking. That's a No Doubt reference.
Oh.
Yeah.
Don't tell
So,
me
I mean-
'cause I squint.
That's all I had on that. I mean, you know.
Great.
Our quick foray into the paranormal.
Yeah.
There's so many paranormal podcasts. So I was like, I don't want to dig too deep.
That's
into
why
that,
it's
but-
fun. We can do it every once in a while.
Yeah,
I still
dip a
love
toe.
it.
It's all good.
That's like, look, we're going to stick with what we're good at. I love this kind of stuff,
Yeah.
but I'm not nearly knowledgeable enough to be like, let's do a podcast about it.
Right.
So we won't.
Yeah.
So don't ask. No. No, I don't know.
Ask.
Ask
away.
someday.
We'll read a book to you about that, though, if you want.
The aliens came down. Hammer, drunk alien.
That's all I got this week. I mean,
Yeah, it feels good.
yeah. I mean,
I
you
love
guys,
it.
you got anything going on? You want to plug anything? You want to talk about anything?
No, not yet.
Nothing going on.
No.
We already said no. We're already working. We already told them what's going on.
We're working on
Advertisers,
Patreon stuff.
hit us up. Patreon, we're working on it.
We've got some good ideas. We just need some time here, and we're working on it for you.
And
Yeah.
if you have, I don't know, whatever you like about us, send it to us. Whatever you don't like about us,
Yeah. Send it
whatever,
to us.
just send us your thoughts. We enjoy the engagement where it's like, we're glad that you're listening.
Yes,
But like, yeah, if you really want to reach out and do whatever, please do.
absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
We are here.
Make contact.
Not necessarily for you, but we're kind of here for you. All right.
Yeah.
Nice. You know what?
Phone pod.
I'm gonna commit to this. I'm gonna set up a Google Voice number so they can text us.
Okay.
Dude.
I'm gonna do that.
Nice.
I'm gonna do that, and I will not ghost you. I will text you back. I guarantee.
Are
it.
we going to put it in like this one, or are we going to put it in
It's gonna take me a minute, so maybe I'll put it in the.
next week?
Well, if it's quick enough, I'll put it in the
I was going to
description.
say you could, drop it in. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I'll definitely talk about it next week.
Right. Okay. All right. Well, I mean, we kind of covered all that. Thanks for listening. You know, those kind of things. Like, subscribe, follow us. You can leave a review on your favorite podcast app. That helps.
5
us
stars
out too.
only.
Yeah, that helps us
No.
out. We
Who
appreciate
said
that. Comments. Comments, feedback, whatever you want. You know, just let us know how you're feeling. How's your day
Let us know
going?
what's going on.
Yeah. So you can find us on social media, facebook.com/podbags. We have tumblr.com/podbags. You can email us at podbagspodcast@gmail.com. And once again, if you would like to advertise, the address you can go to is podbean.com/podbagsads. And there you can sign up if you would like to.
Podbag sad.
Well, we're sad we have to go,
It's true.
but we're happy we'll see you next time.
Hooray.
I think that's it for us. So
Yup.
we've bagged and tagged you. I hope you liked it.
Bagged.
Crown Royal bagged. It's a Crown Royal bag.
Oh,
It was a nice rope
Sit-
slice.
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, so we'll see you next time. All right, everybody? All right. That's it.